I know for a fact that this machine has been used lately and it needs to be cleaned. So I am going to have you start by taking out the bobbin. We're going to remove the needle. So if you take your magnetic screwdriver and gently turn it till it snaps into the screw, and then take your needle out, and then go ahead and take your presser foot off. Now, a little trick for taking the throw plate off is to reach for one of the seam guides. I know it sounds funny, but it's the perfect little guide to pop this. You can kind of reach under here, and lift that up. So after the throat plate comes off, you're going to take this small little gray piece off, and I'm going to set that to the side, and then the bobbin case is going to come out completely. And at this point, you're just going to want to take and start to brush off any lint that you see. Now you'll notice that I have some threads that are kind of hanging out near the thread cutter. That is very normal, and as you can see, it's time to get it cleaned out. So, and you can even move this off to the side, so you can even cycle this kind of over to that area to help get those threads loosened up. But please, please don't use any canned air in the machine. That doesn't do it any good. It just pushes more of the lint and dust into the back. Now, what are some linty fabrics you're going to definitely find when you sew on anything like batting or cotton fabrics, fleeces, minky fabrics? All those are definitely going to get lintier the more you use it. Look, I'm even going to use the super brush and get all the way in there. Now, just because I moved that little thread cutter out of the way, I can touch the thread cutter and I'll kind of cycle all the way back into position for me, and I can kind of see, did I get all the lint out? I think so. But how often you want to do this, you'll find that if you have any skipped stitches or breaking of thread, all you have to do is get underneath the throw plate and clean it out. You want to set the bobbin case back in so those two little points point towards the back of the machine. It doesn't really click in it, but it sits nice and flat, nice and flush in there. The little kind of U-shaped area sits nice and even from the front of the machine. And then the throw plate has a small little lever in the back that we're going to line up on the back part of the machine first. And once that sits down in there, I can push firmly down. I love that this doesn't have any screws that I need to actually loosen or take out as I go. Oh, I caught my thread. I am going to loosen that back up and slide that out. There we go. Okay, you'll notice the next thing that I'm going to do is put the presser foot on. I always do that and then put my needle in. Now here's a little tip, is if you put the needle in and then use your needle threader, which you probably are in the habit of already, that will make sure that you can test whether you put the needle in high enough. For any reason that thread is not pulled through the eye, you'll know that you need to put the needle a little bit higher up and maybe didn't get in there all the way. So bobbin in, and then do a little testing. Now notice that I did not do any oiling, and that's because this machine does not require any oiling on the part that you and I would do. But when you do have your machine serviced on an annual basis, your service technician will do the oiling on the rest of the machine. So you and I, we don't have to worry about that. That's why oil did not come with the machine. So have that done on a regular basis. The annual cleanings once a year is great. Take the time every maybe 2 or 3 bobbins to clean out down below, and trust me, your machine will thank you.